Hey everyone, welcome back to Health 106. I hope you had a great week. And I just wanted to give you a short little video, recap some things about the program, about your class, and make sure we're all on the same page. So it is what, week 6, and I think I have everybody out of, I think there are 120 of you all together. So I think I have everybody on the same page right now, and I'm anxious to move forward. So in the first week, obviously, we had the syllabus quiz, and I had everybody answer a couple questions. And in that first week, it was really neat to hear what you were excited about as far as the class coming up. Now, some of you were very honest and said that this is a requirement, so you were taking it for that reason. Others of you said you were really looking forward to learning more about exercise routine, gaining or losing weight, reducing stress, learning more about flexibility and stretching, and learning about the body. So we're going to cover all of those. You're going to learn, the components of wellness, behavioral modifications, nutrition, and we've covered some of these already. So in that first video, the second week, we watched benefits of exercise. Then you watched about cardiovascular health. You learned about SMART goals, and you also listened to Kylene talk about eating healthy on a budget, which was excellent for any of you who have to grocery shop. She obviously represents Giant, and you don't necessarily have to grocery shop at Giant, but she gave you some really good tips. And there are those other grocery stores out there that you can eat well without spending a lot of money. Think about Lidl and Grocery Outlet and Aldi's and some of those places that you just don't have to spend a lot of money. But I just wanted to let you know that we're going to work on some goals. I want you to start thinking about your SMART goal. And if it is losing weight, I want you to make it specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and have a time frame for it. So what I'd like to see is I actually, when I'm doing any sort of training, and I also heard this tagline one time, I heard somebody say, you don't try, you train. So instead of trying, you're training. So if somebody asks you if you wanted a piece of cake and you're on a diet, you can say, no, thank you, I am training. So I've been trying to get that in my head because I am training for a race in May, and it's about that time where I need to start calculating my runs on the weekend and watching what I eat so that I'm fueling myself and not overeating. But I use one of these. It's one of these, composition books, and then I kind of tab it, and I write things on the pages, and that could be your food log. What I'd love to hear and see eventually is that you could just, all I do is put down the date. I put down my training for the week, if it's alternating a run day to an exercise day, and what I'm going to be eating, because if I don't plan, then I eat so poorly. So what I'd love to see is to have you just track, you don't have to do anything extensive, just track what you do for the week. And I think this will really give you a bird's eye view of what's going on in your life and what places you have to fix. Are you eating a donut every morning? Are you not drinking enough water? And, just figure out what your current habits are. And what I always say is just make small changes. You want to try drinking more water during the day. If that's the one thing that you do, that's great. If it's writing something down in a composition book, that's great too. So we are going to track your food log, and you are going to change one habit. One habit leads to many, many more. So the other thing I do is I found these kind of fun exercise balls at Five and Below, And as you can see, it comes up backwards on the screen. But what I do is during my exercises, on my days where I'm not out running, I throw these. There are 3 of them. Aren't these great? So I throw these at any given time, and you could do this if you're on Zoom. And, you know, one is 10 burpees. If you do, it comes up and it says 10 burpees or 15 knee highs. It's just something you could do it during a commercial of a TV show. So what I'd like to see is that you're kind of changing your exercise habits and getting more active, because exercise and physical activity are different, because physical activity is when you are moving and, you know, doing housework or gardening or longboarding or skating or skiing or biking or hiking. Some of those things that you were telling me that you all do. And exercise is that designated time that you are making to do a physical activity that is maintaining or improving your health. So that's what I want you to do is, if nothing else, I want you to walk away from this class where you're improving your health, your lifestyle, your eating habits. Just take something away from it that'll improve your lifestyle in general and your health. So what we're going to concentrate on this time, your next video that I have in this assignment, is your food plate. The nutrition video gave you sort of a peek into all of that, and I have the food plate. So what you're going to learn is a little bit about eating healthy. It is the new way that the government has designed instead of the food pyramid, it's the food plate, and you put designated amounts of food on your plate, and that also gives you a visual for what you should be eating. So it doesn't have room for the cake and the ice cream and the candy, which are present in my home. And we just, you just have to do things in moderation and just be careful. And coming up, we'll talk about behavior modification, because you've got to recognize where your barriers are and where you need to modify what you're doing to eat healthier. So if any of you want to talk to me about, nutrition or designing a healthy workout plan, I'd be happy to talk to you about that. But in the coming weeks, I'll be throwing out all this information on how to, design your workout routine, design your nutrition plate, read food labels, and we'll just, keep those healthy lifestyle concepts coming. So other than that, like I said, just keep training all week and watch the video. And if you have any questions, I am always available for you. So watch videos and take a quiz. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week.